Hello guys, today we are going to make a project. With this one project you will be able to understand the major fundamentals of Python, and at the end of the video I will give you a project which will strengthen your concepts even more. So don't only watch this video, take notes, practice, because this video is going to be super beneficial for you. Let's jump to our computer screen. Okay, so here we are on our computer screen, and before starting the project let us first discuss that what we are going to make. So we are going to make a user information manager. This will be our basic idea of a project. So it will not be much complicated and we will not make UI and app like stuff. We will just make a text based system with some variables and some print statements. Okay, so let's make a file and start a project. First.py, and let's start. Okay, so let's start by understanding variables. Variables are simply containers of data. Each variable has a specific name and a specific value that we assign to it. Okay, so every programming language has a different syntax of assigning variables, or say declaring variables. In case of Python, it is somewhat like this. Let's say a variable of name a is equal to something, a numeric value, let's say 12. Yeah, a is equal to 12. We have assigned the value of 12 to our variable a. Okay, so this was a basic example of what is variable. So now let's move to the project itself. So what we will be making is personal information manager, or say user information manager, the same thing. So we will store the information of the user in the form of variables. So let's make a variable first name that will store the first name of the user. Let's say the name Sunil. Okay, here we have used the variable name as first name. We can use any name, it doesn't depend what name you are giving to the variable. So here we have assigned a text value to our variable. We call this data type string. Let's make another variable last name, and we will give it the value, let's say Sharma. Okay, so we have stored the name of user in two variables, first name and last name. So let's see how it looks when we print it. Print first name. See, here we are getting the output as Sunil. Okay, now if I print the last name, here I am getting Sharma. What if I want to print both? Let's just copy and paste it down and change it to first name. Okay, now let's save and run Sunil Sharma. But instead of these two print statements, what else we can do is we can use a single statement like this: first name comma last name. Okay, and we will get the whole name in the single line, or else we can use a plus n in between. This will also do the same thing, Sunil Sharma, but here space is not there. For space we can add plus, space, and again plus. Okay, but okay, we haven't saved the file. Control S and Sunil Sharma. If we use comma, the space is given automatically by the Python. Okay, So this is our print statement, which is used to get output of our variable or anything. Okay, so this was the first data type we learned, which is called string. Now let's make another variable which will tell the age of our user, Sunil Sharma. Let's say it has the age of 19. So here we have assigned a numeric value to our variable. So this is a numeric data type. And if we go into subtypes of numeric data type, this is called an integer. And we can also use decimal places like 19.00. So this will be a float data type. Okay. Here if we are going into decimal places, we call it float. Okay, let's keep it 19 for now. And let's move ahead. You can also try getting the output of age variable using the print statements. You can check it for yourself. Moving forward, let's store phone numbers of Sunil Sharma. Let's make a variable phone is equal to a phone number. Let's say 900 100 100 10. Okay, so this is our phone number. I have made it a string. String means text. But what if Sunil Sharma has another phone number also? We will make another variable phone 2 maybe and give another phone number 800 100 1000. Let's say. But this doesn't look efficient. If someone has more phone numbers, it might create a problem making such variables. Instead, we prefer to use another data type that is called list. They are denoted by square closed brackets and allows intake of multiple values. Let's see how it works. So I have phone, which is my variable, and now I will use square closed brackets and input my phone numbers here. Anything you can input. Okay. So list data type basically works the same way as the list in real life. It is just a collection of things that we want to use in our code. Okay, so here I will not need to make different variables. I can store all my information in a single variable because they are of the same type. In the same type, I mean the same thing, that is phone numbers, not the same data type. If I use a numeric value here 10, so it is completely fine. I can also use a list inside of another list. 10, 100, 1000, it's okay. But for now, let's work for phone numbers. But what if we print our list? What output we will get? Obviously we will get the list. See, we got a list. So if someone asks me to get all the phone numbers of Sunil Sharma, I won't have to do this way: phone 1, phone 2, phone 3, etc. etc. I will just make a list and then print it. But what if I want only one phone number, only the first phone number or the second phone number? So for that we use indexing. Let's keep it for another video. Okay, now let's move on. Now I want to know if Sunil Sharma is a student or not. I just want to know if he is a student or he is not. So it is kind of true false situation, right? For this we will make a variable is student and assign it a value, true or false. And this is a different data type called boolean, Boolean. It has only two values, true or false. True and false are used to represent the truth values of expressions, just like in the chapter mathematical reasoning in 11th, or if you were in state board mathematical logic in 12th. So it's kind of that thing. We can manipulate it as we wish. We can add new info, remove info. It is your code. You can do as you wish. Okay, so now let's get the whole output of all the information of our user. Okay, so first I will comment out all this. Now first I want the name of my user. Let's say username is, and then plus first name comma last name. Here I will add space. Okay, this is my name output I got. Okay, now I will get the age using the print statement. age of user plus age, but here it will be a problem. I will show you what. Okay, now let's get the output of phone numbers. Print phone numbers plus phone. Okay, let's see what happens. See, here we are getting an error that we can't add a string and an integer. They are of different data types. Okay, so there are many things we can do instead of this to solve this problem. We can add comma. This will solve our problem. Here still we are getting error in the others line of our code where we have added string to the list. Same thing that we can't add a string to a list. This is a list data type, right? So here also we will use comma. Let's go. Oh, so we not saved the code. Okay, so we got the username, the age of our user, and the phone numbers. Okay, but what if I want the information of more users? Let's say I have Sunil Sharma. I need to store information of Sunil Verma also. So what can I do? Will I make more variables? First name 2, last name 2, age 2, phone 2? No, I have to do something else. So there are two ways to solve this problem. Either we can create a class and then make user objects, or we can create a simple dictionary. Actually, creating object is more preferable in this scenario, but since we are here to understand data structures, let's go on and make a dictionary. A Python dictionary stores the information in key value pair. Let me show you how. So let's make a dictionary. I have made a variable, and for dictionaries we use curly brackets. And now I will have a key and the value associated with that key, just like the function relations where we have domain and range, kind of something like that. So I will have a key, let's say, and key and value both can be of any data type. Okay, so or any data structure. Let's say I have just a, and then I will put a semicolon, and then I will have a value, let's say 12. So this is a key value pair. Now I will place a comma, and now I can place another key, let's say AD, and now another semicolon and another key, let's say is a boy. Okay, so is a boy is my value associated with the key AD. Okay, and 12 is the value associated with the key A. Dictionary is a vast topic and might require another video for this. Now let's make our code into a dictionary. We will comment out all our previous code and make a dictionary. Okay, so what can we name our variable? Okay, user1. User1 is a dictionary, and in this we will have a key. Let's say first name. No, it is a variable. Now let's comment out the previous code first. So I will have first name, and I will have Sunil, and then comma. Let's take a new line here, last name, and semicolon, and Sharma. Okay, and then I will have age, and I will have here 19, comma. Now I will have is a student true. Okay, now phone numbers, we can also add a list here. Let's just copy paste the list. Okay, again comma. Anything else left? No. Okay, so here we have got our user1. So I have made a dictionary of my user1. Now I can also make a user2. What if I just copy and paste and then change it to user2 and just change the surname or whatever I want to change, Sunil Verma. Let's also change the name, Anuj. Okay, let's also change the age, 12 is student. The age is 12, so it will be a student only. Let's change the phone number. Okay, so these are our two users. Let's see what happens when I print it out. User1. So let's see the output. See, we are getting our whole dictionary here. Okay, first name, last name. If we print user2, we will get the same thing with the changed values. So this is easy to create users. Actually creating class is more easy, but let it be. We can also access the value with the help of key, but let's leave it for another video. Okay, so that's it for now. If this video gets more than 25 likes, I will make a part 2 of this series. In which we will cover conditionals and loops in a single project. Okay. But till that time, you can refer to one of my previous video where I have explained the while loops in detail. Do check it out. And also in the start of the video, I promised you that I will give you a project that will help you understand the concept even more. So the project is making a book collection manager. You can even say that project library manager. Okay. So basically what we will do here, instead of users, we will make books, and the task of you is write book name, the year it was published, the author name, and this type of data you can implement and make values for it and then print it accordingly. One thing you might have noticed here is that we are not taking any input from the user, that is actually controlling the code. Once we learn while loops, for loops and conditional statements, that will be pretty easy. So that's it for now. Tata, bye bye.